Hey guys, welcome to Take the Lead Tuesdays. My name is Francesca, and you know what we do here? Encourage women to take the lead in business, work, and life. So I want to chat a little bit about blending in or standing out. If you're a millennial, you immediately think, no, I want to stand out because we're in the age where everybody, there's something different about me, there's something different, so why should I blend in when I can stand out, blah blah blah. And that is true. I mean, look at my red hair, right? So you already know on what side of the conversation I am in. But I want to drill it down. What does it mean exactly to either blend in or stand out? And what sort of organization? So if, for example, you're working somewhere, what does your organization or your company expect of you? So I was chatting to someone recently who works in a very, very corporate, formal organization, and she was having, she's having problems she's just like, I have these ideas, they don't want to do it, and I said, and her industry is consulting. Should I say accounting or consulting? So very, very formal people. And I said, look, in the long run, you might want to consider switching industries to something that is more creative. So I'll give you an example. I started out working in a PR agency, and we used to have what we call war rooms. So war rooms are essentially, people gather together in like a conference room, and like we're brainstorming about like events or like campaigns. And like the craziest ideas. So if, for example, say, a client wants to launch a product, like, why don't we bring an elephant? And you're like, please, first of all, are there elephants in Nigeria? Or you hear somebody say, why don't we throw balloons out of a moving helicopter? You are like, do you have life insurance? But in that particular industry, you're encouraged to stand out. So, for example, sometimes you go to the office, someone is wearing like joggers or like ripped jeans, or like their hair is, in like locks or whatever. It's fine in that particular industry, and it's required. You're expected to always stand out. But if, for example, you're working in a very corporate or very formal sector, so maybe you're doing consulting for particular clients, how then, so if you go to work in like ripped jeans, or you're like, I have this crazy idea, it's not always going to be so well received. So what you need to do is look at yourself. So me, for example, when I was graduating from the university, I knew from the start, I was like, I'm not going to be able to work in a bank, for example. And I mean, this was like 13, 12 years ago. And I'm sure a lot of the banks or the financial institutions have even, become a lot less formal, but they're still formal institutions. So I knew for a fact, I was like, no, I want to do something that's more creative. I want to do something that's more in line with who I am. And I know, guys, this is Nigeria. You don't always have the luxury to, it's like, sister, any work where we see when we graduate, now we will take. Which means like, any job I see when I leave is what I'll take. But know yourself, know the industry that you want to go into, and know what obtains there. Now, I work for a technology company. You are encouraged to stand out, but not just physically, but also in the quality of your ideas and presentation. So, for example, you're at a meeting and everybody saying, no, we should do this, we should do that. My dear, I don't just sit there doing like, it's true, I agree. No, the quality of your ideas also has to stand out. So you can see that, there are lots of synergies there. And then there are also some people who stand out just for the sake of it, which for me doesn't make any sense. They are not necessarily like creative people or like different people or whatever. They just want to stand out because they are rabble rousers. Please. That's not a helpful strategy. People are just like, I'm going to stand out because I want to stress people. No, don't do that. Don't stand out just for standing out. It has to have a purpose, it has to have a reason, and most importantly, it has to work within the confines of the organization or company that you are in. With those few words of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you. No, I'm just joking, guys. But I want to hear what your experiences have been. Are you like a creative who is like in a super formal space, or are you like a super formal person who is in a creative space? What has been your experiences? Share them with us, and let's have a conversation. Share it in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you're aware when a new video comes through. Ciao.